What's going on, y'all? We back. And I just went and rented this little Mantis tiller. We're about to see how this thing works. That's the model number right there. It's made by Mantis. It's got a Honda engine on it. I just rented this from Home Depot. It cost me about $60. I did get the little $8 service fee for it. But what I plan on doing is scuffing up this area right here. And this is where my wildflower bed has been. This is also where the logo uses the potty at over here. And what I plan on doing is just scuffing up this area, putting in some wildflower seeds, just seeing how well this thing works. And I'm gonna do a little video to show how well it works in this area right here. Like I said, this has been tilled up before, and this is where my wildflower bed has been in the past. So we're just gonna see if I can scuff up the surface with this and see how it works. All right, let's get started. All right, so how you start it, you flip this to the start position. This is the trigger to make the blades go. And then you have your choke right here. And you're supposed to put it in choke like this. And then prime it. And then you should pull. All right, it started. Flip this up. So that is gonna work good enough right there. It will scuff up the surface just enough. It's working, it's just not digging very deep, but it is doing its job. This is breaking up very nicely. It's just not getting very deep. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit this area over here and see how it does right there. Good girl. That thing takes a lot of work, but it did do a good job. Let's look at how dirty the tines are. They're pretty well covered up, but it was still digging fairly decent. But you can see how they got mudded up big time. And that's exactly what they were worried about me doing with the big one, if it would have dug too deep. But it turned everything over pretty good, and I'm just putting in wildflower seeds, so this will work. Only problem is, that was a lot of work. I mean, didn't take too long, but it was hard to maneuver. But that'll be good enough to get my wildflower seeds put down. I would have liked to have done this whole area, but I'm gonna be honest, that's too much work. It did do better than my electric tiller, so this did the job. It got everything kind of, let's look at the texture of it. Everything's broken up pretty good. Overall, this little Mantis tiller, it does work. Now, this was a wildflower bed for a couple seasons already, so it has been tilled at least 2 times. So this might be a little bit softer than the average dirt. But like I said, I would like to do this area. This is the area where Logo uses for the potty. I would have liked to have done this area, but that's a lot of work. And I have it until tomorrow. I might come back out and do a little bit more later. But for right now, I'm taking a break because that was a little bit of work. So, all right, we'll come back out and do a little more later. So what is it like cleaning the tines? Tines, they got pretty badly gunked up. I cleaned the other side already, and they didn't come off too bad. Let's see how hard it is with this one. It's pretty muddy out here, so this was probably a little harder than it should have been. But also, this ground, it's pretty hard. It's like clay. Like I said, this is probably the 3rd year I've had a wildflower bed here. Last year I did not till it though, but it still grew with the same seeds that I had in from a few years before. This year I'm going to be planting new seeds. And you can see how easy that was to clean off. I feel that this was probably a little bit more work than what I wanted to do in this area, and I did not do nearly as much as I wanted to do. It'll be much easier once I get a tiller for Penny. But we got a good start, I feel. It's enough to put down some wildflower seeds. It's not the size that I want it to be, nor do I have the amount of seeds that I want, but the tines are clean now. So I took the tiller back. It did a decent job. I already put the seeds down, walked them through, raked them through. It did a decent job, but it was a lot of work. My arms are killing me. But it did break through all this pretty good. I feel like I got good seed soil contact. You can see some of the seeds right there. It's all kinds of seeds. It's just a wildflower bed. I had some sunflower seeds left over from the ducks, so I threw those down, and I had a couple bags of just ornamental, I guess, wildflowers. Just things I picked up from Home Depot throughout the year, and Tractor Supply, the large bags for like $9. And I just threw a couple bags down. And we'll see how the wildflowers come up. We'll get something. I just would like to get a tiller and actually till this whole area up better. But I'm kind of waiting. Got some things that I'm trying to get accomplished. But we do what we can. So I had it for 2.5 hours. Or it was 2 hours and 14 minutes. And I paid just under $50. And $50 was the down or the deposit. So it cost me like $49, 48, 49, something like that. But it was worth it. Better than going out and renting a bigger one just for this year. In years to come, we'll get a bigger one and we'll be able to till all this up. But we do what we can when we can. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Much respect, much love. We out. Oh, forgot about logo. What up, girl? Watch this. Logo. Sit, rise, shake. Yep.